If you're running an early stage startup, you know the race to grow is, well, it's everything. But how do you build these powerful, lasting customer relationships when you're up against giants with just massive budgets? Okay, let's dive into that. Because we're about to look at a way for small teams to create these really sophisticated customer experiences that honestly used to be just for the big enterprise players. I mean, this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? You know you need to connect with your users personally, but the reality? It's often pretty messy. You want to send that perfect personalized welcome email the second someone signs up, but you find yourself stuck manually exporting lists and fighting with some basic tool. All that sophisticated automation you need, it just feels like it's reserved for the big guys. And that right there is the classic startup dilemma. You've got the ambition, you've got the product, but you're trying to basically duct tape together a bunch of different tools, all while dreaming about those integrated platforms that could really, truly accelerate your growth. It's a huge drain on your resources and, honestly, a massive opportunity cost.
But what if you could get your hands on one of those enterprise-grade platforms for free? Yeah, for free. That's exactly what we're going to explore next. We're going to look at a solution that was designed specifically to solve this exact problem and, level the playing field. And here it is. The solution we're focusing on is the Customer.io startup program. It's built from the ground up to give early-stage companies the exact toolset they need to build a really professional-grade communication strategy right from day one.
So what does this program actually give you? Well, it all starts with this number: 12. What does that mean? That's 12 months, an entire year of access.
That's right, we're talking about 1 full year of completely free access to their powerful, full-featured messaging platform. And this is not some stripped-down trial version. This is the whole shebang, best-in-class tools that let you build a sophisticated, data-driven strategy right from the get-go. In this statement on the slide, it just nails the whole idea. The goal here is to democratize this power. It's all about giving startups the same kind of customer engagement engine that huge companies pay a fortune for, but just removing that massive cost barrier. The key takeaway is that it truly, truly levels the playing field. So what's actually inside this platform? Let's pop the hood and unpack the core tools, because understanding these is really key to understanding how modern data-driven marketing really works. So everything, and I mean everything, starts with data. The platform's first job is to act like a central nervous system for your business. It pulls in all your first-party data from everywhere, your app, your website, your payment system, and creates one single unified profile for each and every customer. This is the absolute foundation for everything else you're going to do. Next up, journeys. Now, this is where your strategy really comes to life. It's a visual, drag-and-drop builder that lets your team map out entire communication flows without writing a single line of code. Think about it. Automated onboarding sequences based on exactly what a user does, or smart re-engagement campaigns that trigger at just the perfect moment. And of course, you need to know what's working, right? You need that feedback loop. The platform has AI-powered analytics that go way beyond just telling you email open rates. They give you genuine insights into how your campaigns are performing and how your customers are behaving, helping you understand why something is working, so you can spot new opportunities to make things even better. This table breaks down the toolkit really nicely. You've got that visual workflow builder we talked about, which means your marketing team can just run with ideas without needing developers. You've got omni-channel support, so you can reach people on the right channel, whether that's an email, a push notification, or an SMS. The design studio keeps everything looking great and on brand. And with powerful analytics and A/B testing, you've basically got a built-in engine for constant improvement. Okay, now let's talk about the stuff that really separates a basic setup from a truly professional one. This is all about taking that foundational data and just supercharging it to give you a real competitive edge. Let's break this down, because these are game changers. You can use APIs and webhooks to move data in real time, triggering a message the very instant a user does something. It supports something called reverse ETL, which sounds complicated, but it just means you can send data from your main data warehouse like Snowflake back into your marketing tools. That way, everyone is working with the exact same truth. You could also keep your ad audiences on Google and Facebook perfectly synced and use custom objects for really deep personalization, like messaging based on a user subscription tier or what their team is doing. Of course, all that power doesn't mean a thing if the foundation is shaky, right? But when you see it's trusted by over 8,000 brands, keeps a super high uptime, and is fully compliant with all the big regulations like GDPR, SOC 2, and even HIPAA, you know you're building on a solid, secure platform you can trust. Okay, so you've seen the strategy, you've seen the tools. If you're sitting there thinking, wow, this is exactly the kind of leverage my startup could use, then the next question is pretty obvious. How do you get started? So the main eligibility is really straightforward. This program is specifically designed for early stage startups that have raised up to $10 million in funding. If that sounds like your company, you are right in the sweet spot. And the source also mentions that even if you're a little bit past that mark, they're open to finding a plan that still works for you. And the process itself? They made it super simple. There's an online form, you put in your company details, your website, your funding status, and that's pretty much it. The Customer.io team reviews it to make sure you're eligible. No crazy, complex hoops to jump through. So, let's just end with this thought. Imagine having a full year, an entire year, with an enterprise-grade customer engagement engine at your fingertips, completely free. Think about the incredible onboarding flows you could build, the customer relationships you could deepen, the growth you could drive when cost is no longer a barrier. What could that unlock for your business?